Hotep, Ashe, good morning. Brothers and sisters, this is another video about relationships. I'm gonna be doing relationship videos, going in and out of them for a minute. That's real talk. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I should have been doing it more aggressively over the years, but I would just tap into the sexual part. Like, you already know I got my sex chronicles, and I believe I'm up to chapter 10 or 11. But my point what I'm making is that we have manipulated each other for generations. We told false lies. The TV, movies, magazines, and the word of mouth have trained our youth to become adults before their time. Special edition, while you're in a relationship. A relationship is a heavy burden. Listen to me now. A relationship is a heavy burden. You're giving up your time, your space, your freedom to engage with another human being. You're telling this human being that you're going to make time for her or him. Now, is it about entertaining one another? Because usually females go, well, I'm bored. They go, I'm bored. And they look for their girlfriends to entertain them or entertain each other. Or they want a man. Usually with a man is they want some kind of comfortness. Or a young adult. They want to be comfort. Kissing and holding and touching. And a lot of times with females, you know, their fathers might not hold them or sat down and talked to them, had conversations, right? A lot of times these things happen, whether you believe it or not. So, a lot of females look for this special type of emotion, aggressiveness of touching and feeling. Because when a female gets her father, the father says, I love you. He holds her, he caresses her, right? He gives her insurance. He gives her security. He gives her balance, safety. A lot of you don't know that. When that father's not there and showing that type of, you know, I'm here to protect you from all things, even including yourself. A lot of people don't know that. The father doesn't tell his daughter, I'm ready for you to be in a relationship. No, he tells her respectfully and honorably, especially when she gets a certain age, you know, listen here, I don't want you getting anybody and anyone, and don't be looking for anybody and anyone, because naturally you're going to feel an energy or frequency that flows through the atmosphere. Sometimes it's a person's look, sometimes it's what a person's state, or what they said. Sometimes they're attracted to their abilities, but that doesn't mean that's the person for you. It doesn't mean that. Your father is going to try to guide you in the right direction. The father's going to tell his daughter what type of men not to really to be with. The daughter might be craving the bad boy terminology, but the father wants to smooth those rough edges so the daughter can see these men out here that's foolish, ignorant, obnoxious behaviors. Now the daughter might find the boy attractive, but if the father is there, if the father can persuade and convince his daughter in a respectful way, right? He'll say, listen, that's not the right type of guy for you. Sometimes the daughter don't hear you because she wants what she wants. See, sometimes the daughter will separate herself in a psychological way because the daughter, she wants what she wants. She wants what she wants so bad that the fact she knows her father might be right. She will even try to convince her father that the boy that she wants is for her. But the father sees otherwise. See, the mother goes through the same whole philosophy. But sometimes it might be easier for the mother. Because if the boy, her son, is like, he's a mama's boy. We all mama's boys to a degree. We all are. But the son will listen to his mother a lot more convincing than the daughter will listen to the father. I know a lot of you probably saying that's not true, but you know it's true. You don't need no fucking book to know that shit. You got brothers and sisters in your house. It's a fucking fact. Right? You know it's a fact that the son usually will listen to the mother. Now, it's not going to stop the son from having sex with the girl. Let's just keep that shit 100. That's just 100. Peep the fucking game, brothers and sisters. Now, brothers and sisters, the whole constellation of a relationship and us discussing this relationship is to break it down to the fiber. Why do you have to be in a relationship? Why? How do you get there? Who forced you? Because when you was a child, here in America, you're not really taught to be in a relationship. You're not. You're protected to a degree. I remember using me for example. My mother and father wasn't talking about being in a relationship. That's real fucking talk. My mother and father wasn't doing that. I'm just keeping that shit real. They didn't mention that, oh, okay, by the time you're 14, 15 years old, you're supposed to have a girlfriend or boyfriend. My mother and father wasn't talking like that. Now, naturally, and I'll say it again, naturally you will want to be in a relationship. Now, when I say relationship, I mean you're going to feel some type of way. You're going to feel some type of way for the person because just naturally this is what we're here to do. We're here to multiply on this earth. But you're not taught to be in a relationship. Let's just keep that shit 100. Let's stop playing these games. Let's just stop that. Okay? And that's just a fact. So we know for a fact this is how this thing goes. I know for a fact. So when you start to realize why and how come and when you decided in your mind that you needed to be in a relationship, because a relationship is a burden, relationship is a job, relationship is difficult. See, when you're with your brothers and sisters, if you have brothers and sisters, you go, that's my brothers and sisters. You notice as you don't get along with your brothers and sisters, you're not going to get along with your brothers and sisters all the time. You might love your brothers and sisters, right? But you notice you don't get along with them all the time? It's just called disagreements, okay? It's also hierarchy, meaning if you have a sister that's older than you, okay, then you got a brother that's older than you, right? And then you got another family member that's older than you. So you understand? You get caught because, oh, well, I'm the baby boy, I'm the middle child, right? So ask yourself these questions. It's called a hierarchy. You got to listen to your brothers and sisters. You got to listen to your mother and father. Peep the game, brothers and sisters. Now, all this time you're in the house growing up with your brothers and sisters, your mother and your father, if that's the way the hierarchy is set up, you're listening to them. So now you're telling me you're ready to go out in the world, get your own apartment, and now you're ready to listen to somebody else to tell you what to do, where to go, where you at. I called you. This is the same scenario that you're in when you're at your mother and father's house. And if you got brothers and sisters, boom. And if you don't, it's just you feel me? You're going to listen to somebody. Peep the game, brothers and sisters. Peep the game. So while you're in a relationship, ask yourself, why are you in a relationship at a young age? Even as an adult. Because a lot of you choose people and you want to be with people. And you already know when you do that, what happens next? What happens next, brothers and sisters? You got to engage with these people and get to know them, and if they want you to meet their family members, and you know what I mean, and their family members might not be the people that you want to be with. Their family members might be the people that you want to be around. Let's just call a spade for spade. You might not want to be a part of their religious beliefs. That's another thing we're going to get into. So why are you in a relationship? Why would you tell your daughter this is what you're doing to get a man? At an early age, you're teaching your daughters this shit. At an early fucking age, I never understood that. Some parents teaching their daughters this is what you need to do to get a husband or a man. They don't even say husband no more or get married. They go, to get a man, you need to do this. Thank goodness we don't find too many men telling their sons, listen here, if you want this type of woman at an early age. It's just so ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And then you're talking about you in love. You're not even, the words y'all use I love her. No, your emotions are so powerful because you feel this energy flowing between you two. But your flesh has to get to know one another. Your mind has to get to know one another. You have sex with one another. But here's the thing. If you love this person so deeply, why would one of you sleep with somebody else? Or why you turn around and say, you know what, sometimes I hate your fucking ass. Because you do. The longer you're with that person, you're going to go through a process. Remember, it's like your brothers and your sisters, your mama, your father, whoever's your guardian. Remember this. Remember. Peep the game, brothers and sisters. I think a lot of you don't understand this shit, but it's the truth. You shouldn't be in a relationship because the relationship is a job. Even adults can't even handle it. Adults can't handle relationships. Now they're trying to tell you to go out there and mess with as many people you can to get some kind of experience. Nah, what you're doing is abusing your mind, you're abusing your body, especially your body. Don't you see some of these girls, their mind is all fucked up? Don't you see these guys? Look how these guys are reacting to girls. Yo, come here, girl. Yo, what up, boo? This is what they talking to these girls. Now you got the girls aggressive now. You want some of this? Give up that money. You want this pussy? Give up this money. Look at what we turned our children into it. Not me. I ain't turned my daughters into that shit. Especially my number one flesh, my daughter. Nah. I told her, enjoy life. Enjoy life. Now she in a relationship, she's in a, you know, my daughter is in a relationship that she's into. But I tell her, listen, if you're not comfortable with that shit, if the person's still being obnoxious, get rid of them. You don't need to deal with that. That's just real talk. That's just real talk. You don't have to be with a person to make yourself, be with a person and then they try to make you feel guilty. No, you don't have to do that. Understand relationships, it's a job. Don't forget that. I'm sure I'm in wrong. Listen here. This shit don't stop here. I'm gonna try to break this down as best as I can and teach y'all you don't need to be in no relationship. Enjoy your life and get the things you want in life, man. And if you decide you want to be with another human being, you don't have to be fucking and having sex with people. Nah. If you choose not to. Yes, sex is nice. It's not great. Don't get it twisted. Because you're going to go through shit with sex too now. Don't be fucking fool with that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So, brothers and sisters, special edition, relationships, part 5. Peace out.